Hello again. In this video we will be going over finishing the first layer, which is the one I'm spinning right now, obviously. So I'm going to mix up the cube and then we'll get started. Okay, first of all, what you're looking for is the white center, because that is the side we are going to solve first, is the white side. So right here I have the white side. Now, first step in the whole 3x3 process is getting the white cross. Not worrying about any of the corners, we're just getting the white cross. So as you can tell, I already have two pieces in already. So the main goal is to get the white cross, obviously. The problem with that is there is no algorithm to get the white cross. So you see, here's the other two white pieces. So really, when it comes to the white cross, you just have to do a lot of trial and error and figure out different things you could do to speed up getting the cross faster. But there are no real algorithms. If they're in the bottom like this, then all you have to do is spin it and it's in the top. Here's another one in the bottom. Spin it and it's in the top. Now you have the white cross. Now that you have the white cross, you have to orient the white cross, because when solving a cube, centers never move. So if you have red and white, then red and white need to be where red and white is. Here's red, here's white. This piece is now in its right spot. Over here, it is in the wrong spot. So what you're gonna do is, you know how when I was putting it in, it was in the bottom. What you're gonna do is put it in the bottom, put it where it's supposed to go, line red with red, and then put it in the top where white it makes part of the white cross. Now that you've done that, you've knocked the green one down, match green with green, and then put it in the top. And now you have the actual white cross because it matches the centers. So I'm gonna mix it up again and show you that again. Okay, I see my first piece right here. I'm just going to insert it. Okay, now I have my first piece in, and that's the blue one, so I can go ahead. If you want to, you can put it in the right spot. You do not have to. Here's the red one, I'm going to put it up. Here's the orange one, I'm going to put it up. And now here's the green one. Now the problem is I can't just put it up because it's backwards. So what you can do is just twist the top, put it in, then twist it back. It's pretty easy. The concept is pretty easy. If it does that, just twist the top, insert it, and then twist it back. And in this case, I've put the white cross in correctly. I don't have to fix anything. Now if I would have put it in like this, blue and orange are right, but green and red are not. So I'll have to put green in the bottom, match green with green, and put it back into the white cross form. Red with red, put it into the white cross, and now you have the white cross. You'll have to do this a lot. You'll get used to it the more you do it, but it does take a little bit of time. But now that we've done the cross and you know how to do it, I wouldn't recommend going to this part until you know how to do the white cross, and then we will get started on the next part. So the next part is getting corners. But there's a little bit of a trick to it. Some of you may know how to solve one side. That is like a thing you know how to do. That's the only part of the Rubik's Cube you know how to do. But when you're doing it, you're solving it wrong. Because you may be getting one side, but you aren't finishing the first layer. You're doing it wrong. So like in this case, let me get all the white corners real fast. Okay, I got all the white corners, but the first layer isn't complete. It's not right. So what you have to do is do this algorithm, which I will explain in a second. So you know that you're working on white. So you see a white corner, so you know it has to go on the top. But you look at the other two corners that it's with. I mean the other two colors that it's with. And as you can see, it's the white, red, and green. So that red and green pretty much tells you that if it's to be right in the top, it has to have the red center and the green center also, because you're pairing up not only the white but the first layer, and in order to do it right you have to pair it up with the right color. So this is red and green. And then this is the easiest algorithm of the whole cube. It's the first algorithm, the easiest. It's right inverted, down, inverted, right, down. And you just do that, like you do it until the piece is in right. See how it's in, but it's in wrong, so you do it again. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. 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 Now you have inserted that piece. You can do it a lot faster once you get good at it, but for right now I'm just doing it slow so you guys get the concept of it. So I'm looking for the other white corner, and I see it's right here. And I look at the other two corners, and in that white one there's two other colors. There's orange and green. So I can't insert it here because this is the green and red side. This is the orange and green, so I have to insert it into the orange and green side because centers never move. So I'm going to do the algorithm again. Right inverted, down inverted, right, down. Luckily this is just one of those cases where it goes in the first time. It can take up to 5 times, but it doesn't typically all the time. And then just because I know that all the other corners are done, this is the last white one. It has blue and orange, so I know how to insert it. Right, inverted, down, inverted, right, down, right. So you don't do it that fast. I was just doing it to speed up time. But I'm going to do one more quick one with notations. And then you can try it yourself. And then after this, you will be learning the second layer in the next video. But don't watch that video until you have mastered the white side. And what I mean by mastered is you can do it in under 45 seconds. That is mastering it. So I'm going to get the cross, put that piece in. Now I have 2 of them in. Here's one right here, so I'll just move these aside, put it in. Here's the other one, it's also in the bottom. Just move it aside and put it in. And now I have to fix my cross. So I'm going to fix orange first, put it in the bottom so you can pair it up with orange. Then put it in the top. And now you've put green down there, match green with green. Put it in the top. Now you've put blue down here, match blue with blue. And then put it in the top, and now you have the white cross accurate. And now you work on the corners of the white side. So here's white, orange, and green. So I'm looking for orange and green. Here it is, orange and green. And I'm going to do the algorithm. Right, down inverted, right, down. It has been inserted. And now I found this one, blue and orange. So I'm going to look for blue and orange. Here's blue, here's orange, which means it goes in this corner. So I'm going to do the algorithm, right inverted, right, down. And now we've got to do the last one. In one of these cases where the corner is in a slot and it's in the wrong side or it's not flipped right, just do the same algorithm, it'll get it out of there. Watch this. So right inverted, right, down. Now it's not there anymore. So it's like you just pretty much removed it with that algorithm. But another thing I must mention is that when inserting a corner, always put it underneath the side that you're putting it on. So you can't do the algorithm if this piece is way back here. If you do the algorithm, it'll never go in because it's not in the right spot. So whenever you find the corner, put it underneath the top corner that you're supposed to put it in. Put it underneath and then do the algorithm. And now you have the white side. I hope that helped. I'm going to do the next video, but do not watch it until you have mastered the white side.